Hello, my name's Iona and I am a confidence coach. And in the year 2023, I'm going to embark on a no-buy year. In this video, I'm going to talk about why I'm doing my no-buy year, the rules of my no-buy year, and also the goals of my no-buy year in 2023. So what is a no-buy year? Well, a no-buy year is when you don't buy anything that you don't need. I teach authentic self-confidence, and some of the pillars of my coaching and teaching are remembering and coming into alignment with the true self, right? With my authentic true self. One of the other pillars is that I love to teach and embody really feeling good enough, really feeling and believing that I'm good enough just as I am, and that we're all good enough. We're all enough just as we are. And the more I tap into my true self, I have a split in my being, in my energy. I have a split in my emotions. I've been brought up in a world that is obsessed with scarcity and lack and going without and running out. And I've received many very powerful beliefs that it's not safe to receive money and it's not safe to keep money. I've also grown up in a society that tells me that I'm not enough, that I'm not good enough as I am, and that I need external things. I need to buy things, I need to have things, I need more things to help me feel enough. I've also come into the realization in this recent while that I have a spending addiction. I am currently working through CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and earlier on in this year, in March of 2022, I was also diagnosed with ADHD. And every time I spend, I get a dopamine hit. I get a dopamine hit, and my inner child, my wounded inner child, feels like she's getting what she wants. She's finally able to get what she wants. She's seen, she feels like for that moment she is happy. When I hit buy on that cart or I take that thing to the checkout, I get a momentary rush of good feeling chemicals, but then soon after I crash and it doesn't feel good. It feels like remorse, regret, guilt. It's anticipation and longing followed by remorse. And I really want to get to the crux of my trauma by doing this no-buy year. Here are my rules for my no-buy year. So in 2023, I won't be buying any new books. I won't be buying fabric. I make my own clothes. I won't be buying any cosmetics or makeup unless they are replacements for things I already have. I won't be buying any crystals or plants. I won't be buying any hobby stuff or tools. I won't be buying any new clothes, accessories, boots or shoes, any fitness stuff. I won't be getting my nails done. I won't be buying any takeaway coffee. I won't be ordering anything into the flat to eat. I'll be making all my own food. So I have taken all my cards off of my Amazon and my Etsy and my eBay because I want to curb that gratification of buying online, but I also want to supporting local businesses as well when I do buy things. So things that I can buy during this year will be food, heating and power for my flat. I'll be paying into my debt. I'll be keeping my gym membership, my Toastmasters membership. I will be paying for my phone. I will be paying for dinners out with friends. Occasionally I'll be very conscious and be choosing and selecting the best places to eat. And I want to travel this year, so I will be again consciously selecting places to go and being conscious with my spending, and lots of health stuff. So I visit the chiropractor, I'm in therapy, I get regular massages, things like that will all be staying because I believe all of those things benefit me at a really powerful, beneficial level. So what are my goals? Goal number one is I want to feel my most confident self. And I feel like my spending addiction is masking my trauma and keeping me from feeling and healing various wounded parts of myself, right? To feel is to heal. And when I'm going for that instant gratification, I'm not feeling and I'm not healing. Feeling feels bad sometimes. To feel negative feelings I understand are not, I know at an emotional and intellectual level are not bad or wrong. They are what they are, but still don't feel good to feel sometimes. And I have been avoiding feeling my feelings by using distractions, by giving myself a temporary high of excitement and pleasure. But I want to be able to tap into my positive emotions, the emotions that shopping gives me and spending gives me. I want to be able to tap into those emotions as my baseline all the time anyway. I also want to be able to regulate my emotions more. I tend to spend when I feel emotionally deregulated, when I'm either triggered positively or negatively. So when I'm deregulated and triggered positively, I will like to celebrate by spending money, by buying myself something nice I don't need. And if I'm deregulated and triggered negatively, then I will soothe myself by spending money and buying myself something that I don't really need. And I binge a lot. Goal number 2 is that I want to heal my addiction so that when I do spend money, I'm more trusting of myself and my decisions. Some of the time when I spend, not all the time, but most of the time when I spend, I feel a sense of remorse or guilt or regret about what I buy, and I want to be able to feel confident and secure and happy with what I've purchased. I want it to come from a more conscious place, not from like an instant gratification, a fix, like an addictive place. Goal number 3 is that I want to pay off my debt. I've had rolling consistent debt since I was a teenager. I moved away from home when I was 17, and I have had credit cards, overdraft and loans since then to supplement my income. I've started many businesses. I've done many things where I've needed to supplement my income. So debt has always been there in my life, and I understand emotionally and intellectually that debt is the option to pay something off over time, but my debt stresses me out. My debt stresses me out. And it sits at the back of my mind, and I want that stress gone. One of the reasons why for so long since I was a teenager I couldn't prioritize paying off my debt was because paying off my debt does not give me a sense of instant gratification. If anything, debt does the opposite. My debt makes me feel shame, and this is something that I really want to transform and integrate and work through. Prioritize the payments so that I can feel good again about my money situation, my spending situation. I also feel like I owe it to my younger self. To really stick to the plan, right? Stick to the plan, Iona. The plan was just to take the credit cards out for a couple of months or a year, or the loan for a year, and then work and pay it off. But things happened and I prioritized instant gratification more than I did paying off the debt. Goal number 4. I want to have savings. I have only been able to keep savings for a very short amount of time before I went out on a binge and spent it all. I know why it doesn't last, and that's because the money feels like a hot potato burning in my pocket, and I need to get rid of it as soon as I can because it doesn't feel safe to have. And this is something that I'm really going to focus working on in 2023. Which brings me to goal number 5, which is I want to have faith in my money. I want to attract more money in. I want to feel safe and have faith with my money. I want to heal my wounds and my money fears for good. And this is something that I've been working on consistently over the past couple of years, is my money story, right? What do I believe to be true about money? What power am I giving money that it doesn't necessarily have? It's taken me a long time to admit that I have a problem with spending, and I'm willing to invest 1 year of my life into this powerful and destructive addiction. I'm willing to invest 1 year of my life into it, which brings me on to my next goal, which is number 6. If I live 100 years, hypothetically, I live 100 years and I'm 37 years now. This is just 1 year in terms of the bigger picture. So throughout this year, my goal is to keep an eye on the bigger picture, right? The bigger picture is, yes, right now in this moment, it sucks and I really want to buy the thing. I really want to have the thing because I feel that having the thing is going to make me feel better. Intellectually, I know that that's not true. Emotionally, I'm working on it. Bigger picture is, if I can do this for a year, if I can stick to this for a year, in the long run, that's nothing. That's a drop in the ocean of my life. Goal number 7, I want to experience true freedom. Emotional, mental, physical freedom. I want to live my best life, and I believe that I came here to do that. I believe I came here to live my best life. And right now I'm like this, living my best life, which I'm not, woo, let's party. But that's not living my best life. That's not freedom. I've created a prison for myself, an emotional prison where I feel unsafe, I feel triggered, I feel wounded, I feel traumatized. So I feel like this is my next logical step to experience that freedom. Goal number 8, I want to be more present when I'm spending my money. Right now, when I'm indulging in my addiction, I'm rarely in the present moment. I'm attempting to soothe myself. I'm attempting to soothe my wounded inner child. The cycle never ends. And I have actually, over this past couple of days in doing this work, I've come up with a shame cycle. Shaming, feeling the feelings, denying the feelings, spending the money, back to shame again. So it just repeats itself over and over again. However, when I become present in the moment with myself, when I'm about to spend the money, and this is what I've kind of given myself a soft launch for this 2023 no buy year. It's currently the 31st of December 2022, and I've been doing this now for a couple of days. I've been practicing it for a couple of days and really allowing myself to come into the moment whenever I really want the thing, bringing myself into the present moment. And that's how I want to be when I spend money. I want to be present when I'm spending. I want to be present with myself and my inner child when I'm spending. Goal number 9, I want to feel enough. I want to trust and know that I have enough and that I am enough. And when I buy nice things for myself, I'm doing it for the sheer pleasure and gratitude that I can do it, of being able to do it. And I want to take my time to spend money. I want to take my time and invest in beautiful quality luxury things that I can appreciate and love for a long time. And I can even pass them down to my family members when I'm no longer here, instead of shopping to fill a void within myself, instead of trying to fill a hole with more stuff. I'm actually a slave to this addiction, this behaviour. I don't believe that I can enjoy my life while I'm a slave to this addiction. Goal number 11, and this is for all my law of attraction friends here, right? For all my law of attraction friends, sending you love and kisses. I want to remember and elevate / upgrade my power as a manifester, right? As a divine manifester. I want to use my knowledge and my tools of law of attraction to get everything I want and need this year without indulging in my addiction, right? I want to be bringing things to myself. I want to be calling things in and magnetizing myself to the things that I want without indulging in my spending addiction. I want to become open and safe to receive, so open and safe to receive, and aware of the infinite abundance that surrounds us all. And I want to just put a side note in here that this no buy year is not about lack or going without. It's about reclaiming my financial power, healing and transforming my emotional, mental and physical body. This is about healing my addiction. This is about freedom and about integration of all of my wounded parts. Goal number 12, I'm ready to receive. Right, I have been ready to receive for so long, and something that Abraham Hicks says, I'm ready to be ready to be ready to be ready. I've been ready to be ready to be ready to be ready to receive everything I've always wanted for a long time. When I'm tapped into my current emotional truth, money scares me because I could spend it easily. If I was to call in large amounts of money, it scares me because I could spend it like that. It's not safe to hold and keep. So right now, it feels like the more I receive, the more I spend. And it's not as if I'm like spending on good things, fun things, luxurious things, holidays, houses, cars, right? I'm spending it on crap, spending it on rubbish that I don't need. More stuff to fill the void that I am feeling within myself. And goal number 13, when I tap in to my future self and embody my future self, she's so comfortable. I'm so comfortable with my power as a creator, as a powerful woman in feminine energy. I have my moments of discomfort, but in those moments of discomfort, I can stretch my comfort zone. It's an opportunity to stretch my comfort zone. I'm confident in my future self. I'm magnetic, I'm authentic, I have emotional mastery, I'm emotionally mature, and I'm grounded. I've done the work. The future version of me has done the work. So what's left to do is to do the freaking work, right? So I am going to take every opportunity to embody her and become her. And when it's crunch time, I do the freaking work. When I get the urge to spend, that's when I do the work. I want to embody myself as someone who does the work so that I can teach other people how to do the work too. I need to become my most authentic, confident self. And in this state, this addictive spending state, that's not really who I am. That's not my authentic, confident self. I'm taking on a role in order to fill a void, fill that thing that's inside me. So now you know all about my no buy year that's coming up in 2023. I'm going to check in with you about how I'm doing. I'm going to be talking about my fears. I'm going to be talking about the shame cycle that I put myself through. And I'll be talking about other things like what I'm experiencing as well emotionally and at the time. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have loved this video, then please subscribe to my channel, give it a like, and also send me a little comment as well. I would love to know if you've ever embarked on anything like this before, if you're thinking about doing it. I am here for it. I'll see you very soon. Bye.